Hey, good morning, everyone. I wanted to get a quick update out here before I head off to church. We had a crazy night, obviously. We had tons of rainfall, especially in right through the central part of the area. And I wanted to show you what we have on radar. First off, right now, we have some scattered showers out west. That's still going to kind of come through the area here, and then the heavier rain moving off into Mississippi. But fortunately, from what I'm seeing right now, no flood warnings out there. So that is good news. Let's take a look, though, at what fell in our area over the last, let's go 24 hours. Let's pause this. All right. So again, Oakdale, if you'll remember out of that last event, they had about 7 inches of rain. Oakdale just becomes the absolute capital of where the heaviest stuff falls. These are estimates, but we're looking at 12 to 14 on estimates there. Up here around Alexandria, we had a solid 5 to 8 inches fall. I was around 6.4 here at the house. And we handled that okay here on my street, but I know parts of the area were out of commission for a while with the roads flooding. And there are still some road closures in the area. Just check ahead if you're heading out this morning. There definitely are still some issues out there, but it looks like we're not going to be seeing nearly as much. We'll look at the last 6 hours, and you can see here we have some heavier showers out to the west. This has all moved on into Mississippi now, so things are looking much better. Let me leave this on radar, go back to the show, and we will take a look out at that Toledo Bend camera. And it's a little slick out there, a little wet, but not seeing a lot in the way of wind. We've got no wave action out there this morning, so looking good on the lake apart from a little rainfall. But hey, that never stopped the fish from biting, so get on out there. Alexandria, just cloudy, not rainy right now, but I do think we see some more scattered rains coming to the area for today. Here's a look at the big picture radar. That heavier rain has dissipated somewhat. It's moving toward the east. If you are headed toward New Orleans, you're probably on your way already. It looks like there's some heavy rain near the North Shore, but down around New Orleans for tailgating and all that stuff, it's looking pretty good right now. So for today, upper 70s for highs. Scattered showers and storms are possible. I'd say showers over storms, as instability is still quite limited. And we still have, even though it's not as heavy as yesterday by any stretch, we had that high risk yesterday. We still have a slight risk for flash flooding today. That's because it's absolutely waterlogged. So if we get a quick ½ inch to inch of rain, that's going to cause some local problems. And if we see more, obviously, we see more problems. Here's what we're looking at on Futurecast through the day. We have scattered showers and storms here. Nothing nearly as organized and persistent as what we saw yesterday. So that's the good news. The bad news is it looks like we do have at least another round of rain coming in later this week. So nothing much today apart from some scattered stuff. Maybe some spotty areas get up to an inch, but you can see here, this is just for today and tomorrow. It looks like generally from about 1/10 of an inch to maybe an inch in some spots, but the big stuff, that is gone. So that is some good news. Severe weather, not a threat. Instability has been absolutely crushed by the continual rain and the fact that we just don't have a setup in favor of a lot of instability right now. So we have a lot of tropical moisture in place. That's because of Raphael. We'll talk about that in just a second. For some reason, we've gone from like nothing a couple of weeks ago to absolute everything going on in the atmosphere right now. So future wind speeds for today, if you did want to get out, do a little hunting or fishing, and you needed to know what's going on, generally a light easterly flow, kind of light and variable easterly flow out to the east mainly, but we're not seeing much in the way of crazy wind. You can actually see kind of the outer influences of Raphael down here across southeast Louisiana, so that's going to be choppy waters out that way, as the little engine that could looks like it's about to run out of steam. That's Raphael. Winds down to 40 miles per hour. I'll show you a quick track on this thing. Maximum sustained winds at 40. You can see this thing kind of gets confused, dips back down to the south, and it's going to then dissipate, I think, over the Bay of Campeche. So we've seen the worst of Raphael up here, and that is just that moisture injection along the front and that upper system. That's what created our flooding rains that in some cases exceeded 12 inches in the gauges last night. Now, over the next 7 days, this includes what we'll see today. It doesn't look like anything excessive, but it looks like we could see another round of rain come Wednesday, so maybe another ½ inch to inch, something like that. And we will be watching. We will not be terribly worried. Here's what we have. Tomorrow morning starts off kind of foggy, so we have the fog icon, the rarely used icon there. So if you are out and about early, it's going to be limited visibilities. If you have a flight out, you might get a little delayed. Fortunately, temperatures are going to stay down in the 70s this week. I don't see anything hot. I think we'll be in the 50s for the most part at night, apart from tomorrow morning. And rain chances come back up on Wednesday. I think after that, we do see a little bit of a break. And I'm starting to get this hint that, like, think about what, 10, 11 days from now, it's going to cool off. Like, not, winter chill, but it's going to feel that way with where we've been. So for November 18th to the 24th, looks kind of wet. Hey, that would actually line up with Thanksgiving, wouldn't it? Or no, is that further out? I don't know my dates. Yeah, that's further out, so we'll get there later. So for that time frame out there, 2 weeks from now, or 8 to 14 days out, above normal, but toward the end, it looks like it's going to cool off. I know I've said this before, but this time I actually mean it. Yes, what a difference a day makes. It is so much nicer out there when it's not, raining 10 inches. So we had about 6.5, 6.4 here at my house. I know many of you were up higher than that, but lots of rain yesterday, and it looks like today we get a little more, but things are going to be improving. All right, deep breath. I'm out of here. I will see you back here tomorrow, unless we see something line up over the area today that requires a live update, but at this point, I don't see that happening. So have a wonderful, relaxing, amazing Sunday, and I will see you back here tomorrow morning.